Hi, and welcome to a new Fox Topics video. Remasters, remakes, and re-releases. Oh my! Are they a good thing? Well, on July 11th, 2005, Resident Evil 4 came out. And we were ecstatic to get the latest and greatest in the franchise, and we were excited. The new gameplay aspects and the new graphics made it almost seem lifelike at the time, and we felt that gaming couldn't get any better than this. Resident Evil was a shit. But then came the remake some years later, I think 2024 or 2023, and we were having it. We loved this, or at least most of the internet did. The remake really did improve a lot of things from the original and just was chef's kiss. Even online was actually praising that this is how remakes should be made. Remakes are awesome. Right? And Dead Space was released some time ago, but was very visually stunning for its time and well received for its deep space action and graphics and gameplay. It was just a great game all around. And as time went on, that went on to get a remake too, improving everything. Where some people had some controversy surrounding the fact that it had a unisex bathroom, it was actually pretty well received. Another example of what a remake should be. So, one has to ask the question, is it really that bad that they remake and remaster games? Isn't this what we all thrive and want? I think so. What do you think? Good? Yes, I think so. But, what about Last of Us Part 1, huh? You ready to get on that ship again? Now this one, a lot of people are like, no. Is this good? No! Hell no! But then we got remakes like FF7 remake that really just throw us back into a kind of loop of expectations of what we expect a remaster and remake should be. And while I totally agree, it depends. But, is it lazy? Everywhere you look, especially with the New Horizon remastered reveal, people are just like, who asked for this? Why are they doing it? Aloy is purposely fat. Do we really need this remaster? It's too soon. But yet on the same console, just 2 years apart, we want that Bloodborne remake. Yes, please. Give us more Bloodborne. A Bloodborne remaster, a Bloodborne remake. Just give us more Bloodborne, man. Even if it's a sequel, just give us what we want. Give us a PC port, please. And of course, there's a lot of games that are deserving of more remasters and remakes. I mean, Killzone gets brought up a lot, as well as SOCOM and other such memorable franchises. And there's clearly a community who wants to get involved in this. And of course, the old favorites that could always make a most welcome return, such as the classics that are Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter. But it's okay if they don't. and I know what you're gonna say, but hold up. Hear me out. As much as we want a new Jak and Daxter or a new prototype or a relook or remaster at it, there's something nostalgic to be said about the classics. And on the consoles they are. When you think of PlayStation 1, you think of things like Parasite Eve and Legend of Dragoon and, well, Crash Bandicoot 1. And while we do sometimes have remasters and re-releases of these things, it would ruin its value if it kept coming out, which is probably why we don't really appreciate The Last of Us very much as we would a Parasite Eve remake. Please, Sony, give us that shit. Sorry. So, in closing, I just wanted to say that, like, it's actually a good thing that remakes and remasters exist. And I don't think anybody would really want to argue that, but a lot of people see it as lazy or cash grabbing. And yeah, a lot of it is. And a lot of it is, like, selling us on our nostalgia. But, if you look with me real quick, if we look down at the fancy work here, if we look at, say, Sony has no games argument, well, of course they do. It's been, even for PS5, I mean, we got a pretty healthy list. Is it great? No. Is it completely full of remasters and remakes? Of course not. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, and has been out, and will. And the PlayStation 5 era is no exception. And while we may want remasters and remakes, like a lot of people are talking about Final Fantasy IX, they are pretty good on their own and still hold up, which would still create the argument that, well, maybe it's not so bad that they're kept on their original consoles, kept with that nostalgia. Not re-released in 100 times. And you can still go back and play your favorites, which is part of the fun. Because look at FFs 1 through 6 here. You can play it remastered. Or, kind of remastered. It actually is an improvement over the original graphics. It's 16-bit graphics all around with some new additions and quality of life improvements. But there's nothing stopping you from the, emulation side of things to go back and relive a lot of your old favorites as they were at their core. And there's other, re-releases like the Metal Gear Collection Volume 1 that they got going on right now, which I really appreciate. It gives us a lot to go back into those nostalgic tangents and relive them as they were. So re-releases, while a cash grab, I think are welcome, despite public opinion. And we could argue about the semantics of how old it should be before it gets remastered or remade. Some feel that it has to be several consoles back before you do, but yet people shout from the rooftops, give us a Bloodborne remaster, which came out in the same console that Horizon Zero Dawn came on. So, if anything, if I'm trying to say anything, just take it easy. It's okay. It's okay to just let developers make and put the resources into the games that they want and play the games that you want. And if you feel that it's too soon or doesn't need a remaster or a remake, don't buy it. Vote for that wallet. Anyways, I tried to be a little entertaining and address a little bit of the pessimism that's going around. I think remakes and remasters are great. I think they're most welcome. I like having all those old games made new, and I like that I'm able to play them on modern platforms. Nothing wrong with that. And some say Xbox does it better with the way with backwards compatibility, but at the same time, I don't generally buy new consoles to play old games. But what do you think? Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Fox Psycher, signing out.